So, you've just purchased Southwick, or maybe you're thinking about it. You've watched the fast guys play it, but you're not a fast guy. Aerial round 6 is done, the books are closed, and now you just want to be competitive in pub lobbies. You're not looking to drop world record lap times, you're just looking to smoke your best friend. Then you've come to the right place. I honestly just wanted to make a video, and I've been having a lot of fun on Southwick, so I figured why not make a noob's guide to the track. This video will strictly be showing the more consistent lines or consistent ways to take fast lines. By the end of the video, if you improve your lap time, great. If you don't, but you've found a cleaner way around the track, then that's even better. Southwick is still a rough track, but in my opinion, it's one of the cleanest of the season so far. And I want to see a lot of people have fun on the track. And so in an effort to help others do so, I've decided to make this video. So I think what we'll do is we will start with basically just a tutorial lap around the track. Take it slow, explain the lines that you should take. For the record, this video is going to be shot on a 250 because I personally feel like it's easier for me to be more consistent on the 250. However, I would highly recommend that you try to do this track on a 3 or a 450 because the extra power in the low end on those bikes can really, really help you out. Literally taking the same exact lines that I'm going to show you in this video, I can do a lap 3 to 4 seconds faster on a 350. So yeah, anyways, all right, let's jump right into it. Starting a lap here, coming across the finish line, you want to stay to the outside just because you're able to kind of rail the corner cleaner. The outside is cleaner. You have a berm that you can bank off of. Coming up to this roller, what I do is I usually start slamming on the brakes really hard about right here because you're not going to go over the bars or slide the back end out by doing so. And it just prevents you from lobbing over that roller and into this berm. If you jump this roller into this berm and you can get a good drive through it, then good for you. But this video is showing consistent lines. So you want to slam the brakes coming over this roller and just cruise on down the backside of it into the outside of this corner. And then we want to go across track to the outside of this corner. And you pretty much just want to hold her wide open here, lean back and let her eat. This is like the funnest part of the track to me. And you want to stay on the left side of that jump. So let's go back and show that kind of in fast motion here. We're going to hit the table. We're going to stay to the outside. We're going to slam the brakes. We're going to rail the outside here. Scoot to the outside here. Shift up. Hold her wide. Let her eat. Stay to the left, and you're going to be able to clear that whole roller there. All right, next thing we have on the list here is this uphill, this left-hand sweeper into a downhill. So I noticed that in the race, I think, for aerial, there were just a lot of different guys, of course, at this part of the track because it's so soon after the whole shot. But even during the regular race, like the line choice here was alternate. Some people would kind of be on the outside sweeping up and then diving into the downhill. Some people would stay left here on the track and ride it up to the inside of the corner. For consistency purposes, I would definitely recommend that you take the outside of this hill up to the top outside of the corner and then kind of sweep back in. You obviously want to be careful not to take anybody out while doing so. But if you ride up the inside here, it gets pretty bumpy, and it's hard to be fast coming into the corner and deal with the bumps that you have coming up that hill. If you ride to the outside of this uphill, and by extension the outside of the corner up here, you can pretty much just stay standing and not have many bumps to deal with, and then you can cut back in to the downhill here. For this corner, I would definitely recommend the midline just because it's a pretty safe line that you can rail. For this left-hand turn over the hip, it's pretty self-explanatory. Coming into this next corner, I would definitely say to carve the inside if you can because it's just an easy line to take. You just want to be smooth and consistent on the throttle and not spin out or jackknife. So let's try that again. Standing on the downhill, sitting in the corner, just easy on the throttle. For this next section, not going to go into too much depth here because it's pretty simple as well. Throw a little get a little setup here for the rut as you come over and take the middle line. Okay, so for this next section, I would definitely, or this next corner, I would definitely recommend that you take the inside or at least the middle line. The inside to me seems like it's faster, just like that. You basically just want to come on the downhill here, brake hard in the shadows, and then get back on it to the inside. Give her all she's got getting over these next two jumps because there's not much of a lip. Coming into this corner here, either of these two lines into the middle will be fine. It really just depends on you as the rider. So when you come over this hump here, it does give you a little bit of a kick. So what I typically do is start slowing down on the uphill coming into this corner, and then really just depending on whichever rut I'm set up for at the time is the one that I will take. So if I have to take this line or the outside line there, then I will. Let me just set a track marker here so I can show you both of these. It's easiest if I do this. Alright, so coming into this corner, I'll start slowing down and then take the outside, or like, it's not the outside, but it's the outermost of the two. Or you can start shutting it down and just take the inside. I think they're really about the same speed. It's just going to depend on you as the rider, which one is more comfortable for you. But in terms of a competitive line, it really needs to be one of those two. So figure out which one you're better at and just go with it. Next corner definitely is the inside. It's not hard to get at all. Show it one more time. You just want to start slowing down in the shadows pretty much. And take it. So this line here, this is one that can give you a little bit of trouble. Not because it's too hard, but just because there are some bumps in there that will kick your tire around. So let me set a track marker here. Now it's the middle line that you want to take, and there's actually a way that you can jump out of it. So once you're in it and you hit it, you can jump out to the bottom of that hill, and then you can almost double through this next corner section. Let me show you if I can get it. We're going to take the middle line. Ooh. You don't want to jump into the grass, obviously. You want to jump into the dirt section, but get the jump down, then the double, into the middle line there. So one more time. Remember, we're coming at it from the inside here. Take the middle line, jump to the bottom, get your double, get a second double, into the middle line here. So for this corner, it's definitely once again going to be inside or middle line. I actually think the inside line, even if it's slower, this line right here is a lot more consistent because it's just like one bump that you have to go over right here. Show it one more time. Coming to the inside, this is where you start turning just right after that SpongeBob. And then there's one bump right here that we're literally sitting on. And after that, you're just on the gas getting out of it. If you take the middle line, there might be more of a rut for you to rail all the way through, but there's there's two bumps in the middle of that corner and then a third exiting it. So your mileage may vary. Whichever one you think is faster for you is fine. Obviously, if you take that line, you're going to be able to carry more speed into the next section, but speed isn't really what this this guide here, I guess you could say, is about. It's just about consistency. So I usually take the middle or the inside line here, and we're off. So last section of the track coming up here. You definitely can hit this thing like fourth wide and then just lean back. You want to drift to the outside, take the outside in the next corner, shift down, and you can literally just give her the beans and just rail the piss out of that thing. So one more time, we're going to do this here. Inside line, shifting up through this section. By the time I get to that back roller there, I'm going to be in fourth. I'm going to take the inside, lean back, sweep to the outside, start shutting her down, downshift, rail this outside line because it is so much faster. And then as I mentioned earlier, you want to take the inside during races just because it's much more consistent. Or it's faster, I'm sorry. Alright, so that is, I guess you could call it somewhat of a scrubs guide, a noobs guide to Southwick, just trying to keep it clean and consistent for you guys. Like I said, if you do find that you improve your lap time, then I'm glad. But really, if you find that you're able to get around the track more consistently, then that is what the goal is for. So I'll drop a solid lap around it that you can replay at any time that you want. That'll be coming up here in just a second. So I don't know, if you enjoyed the video, let me know. Maybe I'll do more of these. Like I said, I really have just been having a lot of fun with Southwick and just kind of wanted to make a video, and I thought, why not do it this one? So, alright, take care, and until next time.